So model is not a special case. Model is based on massive of data to generalize things.
This model is like historical experience formula already defined by the SAS?
No. SAS is just probably a tool. It has all kinds of models. It's based on your working experience, your knowledge, your past history, historical data, to say, I want this model.
So there is, I can say there is a model library. Can I still not very clear about that one. Can I say there is a model library in the SAS, and based on my experience and the value of data analyst job, and then based on this one to choose according to module, and then finally adding little bit deviation into this model as my final output. Can I say that's the meaning?
In a certain way, but the thing is, all the models are already there. There are no way you're building a new model. SAS does not build a new model for you. It's just standard model that you learn on your college stats class. It's the same model as to generalize those things.
So for the learning curve, the value that it's just like I need to understand what this module stands for, and then I need to how to apply this module, but I don't need to design a new module. Is it that?
You never need to design a new model.
Well, it should be, right?
The system will develop that based on the data you feed in.
But I mean, yeah, develop that. So system, I said, well, the question comes from SAS going to develop a new model.
The variables you feed into the system will generate model.
Generate the model is picking from the library, picking the match.
No, library means all our set. Library is not. This is going to be variable.
Let's say just this is a model. This is the model I use.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Just a simple model.
Yeah. How did you
what SAS does?
How did you know you need to use this? That's my question. Why you know you need to use this?
This is the first step that you need to have certain knowledge to say I will use this model in your case. You can have like a plus bx squared, y equal to a plus b cubed.
So those formulas existing as in term of model existing in SAS already.
In a way, but not like this. SAS is a very flexible one and powerful one. So you can build like thousands of variables here, but it just tells you the simple case it is you can add on things. So you need to pick this model based on your knowledge, based on industry practice, based on your previous discoveries. What SAS does is just calculating A for you and calculating B for you.
Oh, that's what he said. It's variable, so they just based on this to based on the. So I could say input is the mass data, and the black box is the one I already predefined. I picked the formula, and the output going to be find very certain formula with this variable, final certain variable value fit in. Can I say that's the
yes, that's the parameter.
So in the out, because the input is the mass data, and then the process is this SAS plus this I picked the actual pre-existing formula, but with variable. The output is this variable. SAS already helped me to analyze this variable fit. It's a 1 or 2. Okay, I see. Thank you. Now very clear.
The thing is, the massive data. Okay, because I just said there are one variable here. You know how many data fields you will have typically have? Like 500 to 1,000. And the typical scorecard had only 10 variables. SAS will tell you how come that 1,000, how you translate that 1,000 data field to just 10, the most meaningful variables.
Another question comes from even we are very experienced something, sometimes our judgment may be wrong, right? So I say there is a critical judgment is like I choose which model, which formula. So I might choose the wrong formula. At this case, how could I know? No.
In that case,
you get chance, right? Because there's a whole team of like 5 to 10 people who may check your model. The model.
that's one
Oh,
thing.
check your
okay,
results.
they charging you.
The other model,
Okay, I see.
if you say I don't know what model to use, you can build every model in SAS, enterprise and minor.
Yeah.
And enterprise and minor will tell you which one is the best.
I have a similar
Based
question.
on a certain parameter, right?
Before we take your class, risk management or data management, do we need to take a basic class first?
You probably have a very basic understanding, but not like say very deep knowledge. Because I will go through all my codes with you, just give
So
you
we
a,
don't need to familiar with SAS? Yes,
not like just say
we only know
have no
SQL
understanding.
enough, or
SQL is enough actually,
really?
because remember when you write a SQL code, you just select
Uh-huh.
certain things from.
So you mean the
Table.
basic SAS, the course is like option? We don't need to go through that.
It definitely helps you to understanding what SAS does and how you program in different SAS, because what I give you in the credit risk management case is just for 13-hour class, 16-hour class. I cannot just feed you everything. I can tell you that's how I do things and explain every line of the code for you. But sometimes you may have an understanding, sometimes you may not. So you need to go back to base SAS to understand
So you
those.
probably just be leading us to
Yes.
this field, and the rest of them just
So the class, this class is not designed for if you want to know SAS. It's designed for people who want to have a career in credit risk management. The most part is how you translate the knowledge, the industry standards, and to using SAS, then combine together to have a career in risk management. So half the course will be educating you what industry does, what's the industry terms. When say what's the beacon score, you have an understanding what's beacon score. If you know 700 is a good score or not, 800 is a good score or not, how the process, the mindset in the credit risk management. Because wherever you walk into an interview, the hiring manager will have, because the hiring manager have been working in the industry for so long, they will just through terms of you, through terms, like technical terms at you. If you have understanding of that, then probably the manager will think, oh, you have a previous experience, you have past experience, you are ready for a job, right? If I just ask you what's the beacon score, you probably don't know what's beacon score. And ask you, is 700 a good beacon score? You are just guessing, right? So after this course, you will know what's beacon score. You will know if 700 is a good score or not. And you will know how, from just customer data, I can translate to actually build yourself a credit score.
But the other class, data mining class, use SAS enterprise miner. That need some programming.
No, that don't know any programming. Because previously, people like me, when I was in the college, we built those models in space SAS. That you need a very, very good understanding of the
Statistics?
statistics and syntax, and what kind of variable you are looking for, and how do all those assumptions and validate them. However, SAS Enterprise Miner is a very user-friendly software. It's like Excel. They have icon saying that this is a model. They say you put that data set, link that to the model, and they will give you an output. So basically, all you need to do is say, this is my data, and this is my model. Link them, click run, it will give output. The biggest challenge for the thing is, how do you choose the model?
I need very good industry knowledge. If from the very, very advanced point of view, if you want to be very excel in this in that role, the value it is knowing the industry knowledge to